Yo, y'all know what it is. Chris Jones.
Ike Barron.
We back, baby.
Yeah, Spoken Minds.
Spoken Minds.
We know y'all missed us, man.
You did, man.
We missed
back,
y'all.
and we here to stay. And I think we come in at a right time because sports is heating up. We got a lot going on. So we're going to just dive right into it, man. Let's get straight to the NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs is going. You know, we got two premier players who's always been in the playoffs out. You know, we got Durant out. We got LeBron out. We got a lot of stuff going on,
Don't
man.
just say out and out because LeBron didn't make it, and KD got swept first round.
Got you, man. You know, I guess we can say that.
Yeah, damn.
17 championships, but anyway. What's your take on the playoffs right now? Let me ask you this. Who's been the biggest disappointment?
The biggest disappointment?
Who was the biggest disappointment?
It was definitely Brooklyn. I mean, KD and Kyrie on the same team.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't play a lot together this year because Kyrie could only play away games, couldn't play home games, and so.
This is the only team to get swept first round.
But with them to get Kyrie back for every game, and them to fold the way they folded.
Yeah, man. It was kind of tough, man. A lot of people have been talking about Durant and Kyrie, the Nets getting swept, Jason Tatum being better than Durant, which that's what I believe. But the biggest bust to me in the playoffs is James Harden, the Beard. Y'all need to understand. Y'all giving all that energy to Durant. Give something to James Harden. Now, if you talk about the Nets, you got to mention James Harden because he was on the team to start off. It wasn't too long ago, wasn't he averaging 36.7 assists and 7 rebounds? So the Philly gave up the house to get him. You know, we're talking about a 3-time scoring champion, an NBA MVP. Where has he been at?
He's only shooting 37% in this
Where
series.
the heck has he been at? Because the Sixers was up 3-0.
But KD only shot 38% in the series.
Yeah, man.
Which was bad. Man, listen to these numbers. KD averaged 26 points a game in that series.
26,
but he went 32 for 83.
That's terrible.
That is horrible. So
you won't pass anything with those type of numbers.
Yeah, Boston played good defense,
but it wasn't that good.
But KD missed a lot of open looks.
KD missed a lot of looks, man. He turned the ball over in crucial times more than I've ever seen him play. Like I said, I don't give KD a pass at all, man. Now, he did have he's dealt with multiple injuries, and this is late in his career. He's 33 years old. He's had 2 foot surgeries. We know foot surgeries took Yao Ming out. He's had 2 MCL tears, and he's dealing with an Achilles tendon. You know, he had surgery on that. He had that torn, and we've seen that take out the best players. So I don't think he has the height on his jumper. He's not as quick. He's more relying on his height and his arms and his length and get his jumper off. But that wasn't working with Jason Tatum.
But nobody was saying that last year.
Nobody was saying that all this season.
You right about that? You right? Really? He just folded.
I guess no argument there. He folded. I think he just ran into a better player, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is actually better than him right now at this point in his career. In my eyes, Jason Tatum is better than Kevin Durant, and that just needs to be noted. But James Harden is James Harden. We got to give James Harden some of that.
I wouldn't say that Tatum's better yet. I think he is trending towards being the better player.
Well, what is Durant better than him at besides shooting? Because both of them can shoot. But what's he better than besides shooting? Because I think Tatum's the better rebounder. Tatum's the better passer. He's more athletic. He jumps higher. He's faster. He's stronger. He has a more package in his offensive game from working with Kobe. Post moves, fadeaways, even his more dribbling package. So what actually is Kevin Durant really better than him as a player? I've asked a bunch of people that, and I don't get an answer.
I mean, on the floor, scoring being a shooter is definitely probably the only thing.
That's it.
But
Tatum can shoot though, right?
But I need to see Tatum go further in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. Now I don't think he's better than him
as
in
the leader
legacy-wise.
of the team. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to see from him first
Before you give him a
I
nine.
can put him. Yeah, like I mean, y'all have heard me say this. BTG, they've heard me say this. If in this next series, because they're, it's gonna be Boston and Milwaukee.
It's gonna be Boston and Milwaukee. It's already in the
If
books.
Tatum does the same thing to Milwaukee that he did to Brooklyn, not saying sweep, but I'm saying if he plays that good and they beat Milwaukee,
That's kind of
then Tatum's gonna move into my top 5 players in the world.
That's kind of tough, man. That's kind of hard for you to put on him because, you got to understand Milwaukee has the best player in the league, who's been the best player in the league for the past 3 years. So he won't be able to do what he did to the Nets because you got Greek freak Giannis, King Giannis. Giannis is the king of the NBA. He's going to be down there. So when Jason Tatum drives, instead of running into a Bowen or a Claxton, he's going to run into King Giannis. And that's a different ball game. But like I said, man, all this energy is going towards Durant. Harden, the Beard, all them Beard boys out there that's been defending him on the book and dressing like him for Halloween. I'm telling you right now, he deserves a lot of that energy. Where are y'all at?
Hey man, listen, you talking about Harden. Nobody goes harder for anybody. Like Jordan fans don't go as hard for Jordan. LeBron fans don't go as hard for LeBron than Daniel Smith. Y'all boy Smith Mello
Don't
goes
say it
for
too loud.
Harden because that guy sees no wrong in Harden at all. No wrong at all.
You say Harden 3 times in the mirror, Daniel's gonna pop up. That's how serious it is. We don't want him to come through here and ruin our show because we mentioned James Harden.
That's funny.
I mean, it's the truth, But I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
I googled James Harden and Daniel was smiling.
Daniel was there. So I'm trying to tell you, man, when it comes to James Harden, that's his guy. But, with a finals MVP in the ring, some people would say James Harden is over Iverson in the all-time on the all-time shoot guard list. With a finals MVP in the ring, he could potentially be there. With a loss and him not even getting there, it's an argument that is he even top 5 and better than Clyde Drexler?
I don't have Harden over AI.
I mean, with a finals ring and the MVP this season, if he gets that, would he be over Allen Iverson? Potentially. With the scoring titles and the NBA MVP, that's what they both got. You could put him there. But if he doesn't get there.
You know why I'm not going to put him there? Because it's not going to happen. Because he ain't even going to sniff the finals. And he definitely ain't getting no finals MVP.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's his take on it.
Hey, but
I mean, if he doesn't, is he really better than Clyde Drexler, who's led the Blazers to the finals?
I see. I'm old enough to have watched Drexler.
That's why I shot that to you.
And man, Drexler was a bad boy.
He was a bad boy.
And people talk about
not free throws. He was a legit shoot guard.
People talk about the NBA's back in the day, the players not being athletic and all that. Though some people, man, just hadn't seen some of these guys because Clyde Drexler was athletic as hell.
He's Clyde the Glide.
This guy cocked back and jumped from like a step in front of the free throw line and will bang on you.
And will boom on you, or he can get jiggy with it and turn it over and pearl.
Yeah.
Because Clyde was a bad boy. That's why I said there's so much on the line for James Harden with this legacy. Because right now I got him slated at 5 with Iverson 4. Of course, the top 3, Jordan, Kobe, D-Wade. We know that. At least I think that's the consensus. So you got Iverson at 4, you got Harden at 5. This is Harden's best chance with the Sixers, with an MVP candidate like Joel Embiid, to actually get to the finals and actually win something. You got Booker out with the Suns. You got Middleton out with the Bucks. You don't have Durant. You have a young Bucks team who's thriving, who's not there. This is their best chance, the Sixers, to actually get to the finals. And if they see a team like I think the Warriors, with Embiid being a bruiser down low, they can win, man.
I tell you this right now. If Toronto wins tonight, and it goes Game 7, I think Toronto wins the series.
Toronto, man. Then we got who you blaming? Harden.
Let me tell you why. Because in crucial situations, when it comes down to the come down, both James Harden and Doc Rivers are known for folding. Both.
That is true.
Both of them guys are known for folding when it's on the line. They trick.
You know what you just made me realize, man? 2 wrongs don't make a right.
And that's 2 wrongs.
That's 2 wrongs.
So guess what?
It ain't
Those
happening.
2 wrongs is gonna make me right when I predict that if Toronto wins Game 6, they're gonna win the series.
G Ness, you just heard it right here. I know you like Toronto. I know I told you your series was gonna be over. I'm sorry, Melo Smith, you let me down.
And
just had to let
and what's
them
up
know
with Van Fleet? If it goes to Game 7, is there a possibility that he could
come
be back?
He could be back.
Then I don't know. It could mess up the chemistry.
I don't know, man.
I
counted the Raptors out.
Played so well.
I counted the Raptors out when it was 3-0. So much basketball going on. So much, man. I mean, we got to get ready for that game.
While we talking about the Sixers, we were just talking about Brooklyn. Let's talk a little bit about how Harden got to Philly.
Yeah.
In the trade that got Ben Simmons sent to Brooklyn.
There we go. Yeah.
Ben Simmons in Brooklyn.
Man. What's your take on that, man? You got Ben Simmons, man. It's up in the air. A lot of people are saying, blaming Ben Simmons. You got a lot of people on the side. A lot of people's wondering what's going on. What is your take on this Ben Simmons issue?
I'm not on this side.
You're not on this side.
I think the dude is. First, I think the dude's a clown.
Wow. It's tough.
I think he does. I think he doesn't love basketball.
I think he dressed like a clown.
Yeah, I think he's a clown. I call him Ben Kardashian because he acts like a Kardashian.
Oh, my goodness.
He doesn't love basketball. You see how he was at LSU. You see what he did to his home team, Australia. He played them like fools. I'm going to play with you guys for the world. And then he says he's not going to play. Yeah. And then he says, you know what? Well, I am going to play with you guys against the 2 games against the USA team.
Yeah.
And the tickets sold completely out. It's like 50,000.
A lot of people came to see Ben.
And he didn't even play. So he in LSU he didn't care. All he cared about was getting his numbers. He didn't care about winning. He didn't care about making other people better.
They won 1 game. They beat UK, and I was upset.
But
just throwing it out there.
He did Australia wrong.
Yeah. Man, I mean,
in Philly, he quit on them guys. Then he gets to Brooklyn. He got a chance in the playoffs to play, and the man says he's gonna suit up for Game 4, and then Game 4 he says his back's a little sore, so he's not gonna play.
Yeah, man.
I think the guy he's milking the league to get paid and not play.
Okay, so it's his spoken minds. I respect your opinion. But for me, I'm gonna take this time to enlighten y'all, man. Mental health is serious. It is a serious issue. And I think that's what Ben Simmons is really going through. You just said a lot, and let's put some stuff in perspective. Ben Simmons is young. He's 18, 19 years old. So, how old is Ben Simmons? 20, 21, 22. So we're going back. He's from Australia. We don't know what he went through there in his youth. He went to Mount Verdi Academy, really not been around a lot. He goes to LSU, and then after LSU, he goes to Philly, big city Philly. He didn't really have any mentors there in Philly. You never really seen him and Joel Embiid, man. And I think when it comes to mental health, a lot of stuff can put you in a state of depression. Sometimes it's relationship, sometimes it's family stuff. I think Philly broken, man.
Do you really think it's mental health with him?
Okay, so let me break down some stuff for you.
And he's 25.
So let me understand. Let me give you something. Depression affects 121 million people worldwide. That's 1 out of 5 Americans are dealing with mental health and depression. Yeah. It's 15 players on the Nets team. 1 out of 5. That means 3 of them is possibly facing depression or some mental health issues.
But guess
and only
what?
one of them decided to speak up and say something, and that's Ben Simmons.
But guess what?
So I don't fault him for that. I feel like
the other two are playing.
the other two.
So if it's mental health, then why don't he just say, I'm not going to play because of my depression? Instead of saying,
how many
instead of
times
saying,
does he
instead
have
of
to say
saying
it,
he got it's lower back. That he said that when he was in Philly.
I mean,
then he got to Brooklyn and he was happy. He's like, I'm in a new situation and
Well,
I'm
one
gonna do
thing you
all
gotta
of this.
understand,
And then
man.
when it gets time to play, I think you know what I think it is. He was playing so bad, he shot the ball so bad he couldn't shoot. He wouldn't shoot.
That he's
in
facing
Philly.
anxiety. He's facing anxiety.
That I think that he's just scared to get out on the court and play.
That's part of the mental health and depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. That's part of it.
But you know what? If that's the thing where you can't play,
Then
you need to step away from basketball.
I think he needs to step away from basketball and work
instead
on
of putting your teammates in a bad spot because Brooklyn could have traded Harden somewhere else.
Well, I mean,
got some pieces to where these people will
you
be
gotta
able
understand,
to
though,
play.
They decided to get him. It's not like he made them. But you also got to understand this.
But
He's
they
in a
wouldn't
lose-lose.
have got him if he says I'm not gonna play basketball right now because of my mental health issues.
Every single day it's a fight and it's a battle, and it's up and down. 1 minute he's probably ready to go and he's ready, and then the next day he could be feeling like crap, and you may not want to see him, and he may just be forced to come there at the game. We don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, but we know it's something. And one thing I do know, man, I just hope he gets the help that he needs, and I hope he can build up the courage to not play the fence and really step away from basketball, because I think it's deeper than what we are all looking and seeing, And like I said, 85,000 people die every year suffering from mental health and depression. So I don't think it's at that state. We don't know what's going on, but we know something's going on. I hope he gets help, and I hate that people are ridiculing him.
For me,
because we don't really know what's going on inside.
I know mental health is serious. But for some reason, man, I just think it's all a game to him. I think he just used
and
that.
That's just the outside looking in.
I think he just used that when people was talking about his shooting and
you got to understand this. What you just said proves that could be stuff that's plaguing him, because he's in a lose-lose situation. In this social media world and the way people talk, if he don't play, people going to talk. And if he does play, y'all going to double up and talk even worse about him and give him more blame, and you're going to ride him even more, because you already premeditated in your mind that he can't shoot, he can't do this, he can't do that.
But he went to a team where he wasn't going to have to shoot.
But we know
he could have did all the things that he does great: defend, rebound, control the ball, pass the ball.
Is there any stars that just get praised and don't get ridiculed double?
That's what I'm saying.
So that's not really. He just needs to step away. He's getting ridiculed now, and it would triple as soon as he steps foot on that court.
I don't think so. I think if he would have stepped out on that court and played, I actually think they would have won Game 4, because I think the reason that the Nets lost was because they needed a point guard.
Well,
they needed a point guard. They needed somebody who could set up easier shots for both KD and Kyrie.
Too late for you. But how long has he played with them?
You're right. You're right. It's coming in. You're coming down. Coming in down 0-3 in the playoffs.
Yes,
but
too much pressure.
It would have showed some promise going into the next season. So now, when he backs out, now how does KD and Kyrie look at him? How are they viewing this man now? Like you had a chance.
Yeah, but
you come in and
you
help us.
You mentioned something that was very, very prominent. You said, you don't believe it's the back issue. You don't really know what's going on. And that's why I said it's deeper than that when it comes to mental health.
I don't think it's mental health. I just think he doesn't love basketball anymore. Well, I don't think he's loved basketball probably since high school.
That's part of it, though, man.
He just knew it was going to get him a check.
When you're trying to find yourself, and when you're going through issues and you're trying to find yourself, the actions and some of your persona that you perceive may seem like you don't have love for certain things and stuff like that, like you used to.
I
just hope the man gets help. and gets better.
I think he needs to be on a reality show with the Kardashians because he acts like one to me.
But yeah, man, y'all let us know what y'all think about Ben Simmons, man. Of course, you got his view. I think he just needs to step away and gets help, man.
All right, now staying on NBA.
Staying on NBA.
I want to hear your finals predictions.
My
who do
finals
you have
prediction.
coming out the East? Who do you have coming out the West? And who do you have hoisting the trophy?
So coming out the East, man, with Joel Embiid, the MVP candidate, having that thumb injury and going down the season, he ain't been the same. I'm really going to go out on a limb, man. I'm going to say Boston. Washington Bullets play against the Nets. It's going to be a different series with the Bucks. Of course, like you said, I think whoever wins that series wins it without a healthy Chris Middleton. I think the Bucks have an easier path. They will have to run against Miami, but I don't think Miami has enough firepower. I think the Celtics get there to the finals. And with Devin Booker, not healthy. The Grizzlies are a little bit younger. I don't think they're ready. I think Golden State's rolling. I see Golden State and the Celtics in the finals. I think Steph Curry steps up to the plate. I think Golden State wins it. Steph Curry has been passed on Finals MVP 2 or 3 times. I think he's going to relish this moment, and he's going to be hoisting both trophies, the NBA championship and that Finals MVP. And I feel sorry for all the Durant fans when it happens.
All right, for me, we're pretty much in the same boat. I originally had Milwaukee coming out of the East.
Of course. King Giannis.
But with Middleton's injury, not knowing if or when he comes back, and if he does come back, how healthy is he going to be? Going against a hot Boston Celtics team.
Yeah.
Guys who play good defense.
Great defense.
They can score. They got the defensive player of the year on their team.
And that core's been together for a little while.
Yeah, and they got great coaching.
Yeah. He's a great coach.
So that's why I'm going to go with Boston. I told you earlier, I think whoever wins that series comes out of the East.
Yeah.
I know Miami's the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah.
I'm still really not sold on them.
They've been there before.
Plus with some injuries right now,
Jimmy's out.
Jimmy Butler's hurt.
Oladipo played good, but
Kyle Lowry's out.
He's banged up.
And I have no faith in the Sixers at all.
None
at all.
You don't have faith in the
They
Bears.
got Doc Rivers and James Harden. I have no faith.
Yeah.
So in
We
the West, if Booker didn't get hurt, I was gonna say
it's Booker's time.
I was gonna say that Chris Paul sees his first finals.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know about Booker's health. Now, I do believe that Phoenix can beat
The Mavs or the Jazz.
Yeah, I believe that they can go through that and make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
If Booker is fully healthy going into the Western Conference Finals, I do believe that they could beat Golden State.
Does the Grizzlies, presuming that the Grizzlies beat the Timberwolves, of course, do you think that they could beat the Warriors?
No, I think they can win a game or two.
Yeah,
but I don't think they can beat the Warriors.
We're on the same page.
So just because I don't know Booker's health and how it's going to be going forward, I'm going to pick Golden State coming out of the West.
Gotcha.
But
them boys is rolling, man.
But I'm going to go with the Celtics holding that trophy.
Woo! Celtics?
Yeah.
So Jason Tatum, I'm presuming to be the Finals MVP.
Finals MVP, Jason Tatum.
So Jason Tatum's top 5 NBA.
I think it moves into my top 5. I've been saying that.
That's
if he keeps doing what he's been doing,
it's tough.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say they like Luka over Jason Tatum. They like Durant over Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum you saying Jason Tatum right now is going to lead the Celtics to a championship.
That's who I'm going with.
I don't like it.
That's what I'm going with.
I don't like it one bit because that means they get number 18 and my Lakers got 17, so I don't like it.
And the Finals MVP.
I don't like it.
A light-skinned brother.
I damn sure don't like it now.
But
now, you know what?
Look, you named the Finals MVP.
I take
was
that
a light-skinned brother.
Draymond Green. Finals MVP. Mr. Triple Single is gonna show out. I got Draymond Green Finals MVP just because of that right there.
All right, check us out, Jones. Since we're talking about basketball, we're gonna come down to the college level.
College level.
I want to get your perspective on NIL deals and this transfer portal.
The transfer portal, man. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's a good thing because if players are not happy where they at, this gives them a chance to move, go somewhere else, and initially play. But as you look at the numbers up here, man, the transfer portal numbers, a lot of players are going in the portal and they're not getting picked up. They're not finding new homes. So that's the con of it. That's the gamble.
People really think that
they
think the grass is greener on the other side, and they think, okay, I'm gonna leave this team.
Yeah, man. So
one of
think
these
that's
other
tough.
teams is gonna want me, and
it
might have been the reason you might not have been getting the clock that you was looking for from this past team might be because you're just not that guy.
You're just not that guy, and you got to work, man. I think it takes away from that, man. People actually have to work and overcome that adversity. And we're looking at the D1, as you see. You're looking at Division I. Guess what? The transfer portal is affecting Division II, and the numbers are even lower, down to about 15-20% are only finding homes and finding new schools. So you're looking at 80%.
You got to think, if 1,600 people enter the portal, man, a lot of these teams, like, that's so many people to try to go through. So a lot of schools, and you got high school people coming in. A lot of these schools aren't even worried. They're not even looking for you.
Unless
you was a big name. Yeah. You was,
it changes the landscape.
You was a big name at the school you were at before. That's the only way.
It changes the landscape of things, man. With the transfer portal, all the way down to the high school level. I mean, nowadays you have coaches in college. They got to re-recruit their own players because of the effects of the transfer portal. Then they're going to the JUCO levels. Then they're going to prep schools before they even start recruiting a lot of these high school kids. Mm-hmm. So you just really got to be careful. When you find a home, make sure that's the place you're going to be. And I think a lot of these players, you want to play, you want to do great, but the upside to even playing college basketball for a lot of players is having a scholarship and getting a free education and riding that wave for basketball.
What about
Get your work out, man.
The NIL deal?
The NIL deal I love. I think we're going to start getting household names again in college basketball. You got Oscar Tshiebwe coming back. You got Drew Timme potentially staying. Hopefully he comes back. A lot of these are great college players who would be second-round picks in the NBA, which are not guaranteed.
They'll make more money.
They're going to stay in college and get $1 million NIL deals. I'll be glad when we get those household names.
The big ugly dude at Carolina, he came back too.
Did he?
Yeah.
He could have stayed.
He played well. He played well this year.
He was all right. But I like household names.
That's one funny looking brother though, boy.
I like the household names in college basketball, and it makes the game a lot better, man. Yeah. Oscar, I mean, I'm ready to see a lot of college players get paid, stay, develop. And that's going to make the game better and make the young players better.
All right, now speaking of like big names, what do you think about this potential fight that might end up happening?
Yeah, man, we got
with
Spence and
Earl
Crawford.
Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford.
I like both of them fighters, man. It's the fight that everybody wants to see. This is the fight. Hey, this is the one, man.
This one right here. This fight right here might do more numbers, pay-per-view numbers, than any fight we've ever seen.
It'll be tough, man. At Pacquiao and Mayweather,
which
they was past their prime.
These two fighting their prime. These two right here.
This could be the guy. This could be the one.
Now, who you got? Now, before you say who you got, I'm gonna tell you who I got in this one.
Who you got, man? I think I know who you got.
Give me Earl Spence.
You got Spence?
Give me Spence, man. Yeah. I love the way he fights, man.
I tell you what, man. I watched Spence against Ugas, man. I think Spence got more power, but Bud has the more skill. So I was one of those before the Ugas fight that was like, yo, book it, Spence in a decision. But I'm kind of leaning more towards Terrence Bud Crawford, man. I'm telling you, he's very skilled. I don't think either one of them knock each other out. I think Bud has the defense, and I think he's very skilled. I think Bud would win in the decision, man.
I'm gonna say this right now.
He was schooling, man.
Listen,
book it. Bud school Spence.
Nah, see, I think it's the other way around. But I'm gonna say this right now. for BTG Nation. If this fight happens, we are gonna get a spot.
Let's do it.
Get the fight, and BTG, you come watch the fight with us. We're gonna eat good. We're gonna drink good. And we're gonna have a good time.
Got to. We got a lot of boxing fans in BTG, man. So I think that's
and we're gonna be making some friendly bets.
We got to. We got to. Yeah. You know, it's my game right there now.
Yeah. And if y'all know me, like I know some people like to bet the bread. Me, I like to bet crazy stuff like eyebrows or half your beard, or, you know,
half of it.
Yeah, half your beard.
Like two-face half? Like half off, half on?
Half off, half on.
Woo.
Like things like that. Or I like betting stuff like push-ups. Yes. But not push-ups like you just got to drop down like we bet 100 push-ups. Not just you dropping down and giving me 100. No, it's...
Drop down when I see you.
It's in tens.
Drop down when I see you.
Anytime I tell you I need 10 of those 100,
I need 10.
You got to drop down and give it to me.
If we in the club before we go VIP and open the rope, I need 10.
Yeah, I don't care if you standing at the bar in the club getting ready to get your drink, and I say I need 10 of my 10 of my 100 right now, player.
Get down.
You got to drop down and give 10.
You got to.
Those are the kind of bets
I may just do one. Drop down and give me one.
One push up.
One. Come on up here. Stand up. You say something silly, drop down and give me another. We're going to do a bunch of up downs. In the club, a whole lot of up downs.
Every time you take a sip of your drink, give me one.
If you talk silly, we doing up downs. On Herman Boone style. That's how I'm going.
Yeah, buddy.
That's how I'm doing
But not for real. I hope this fight happens,
I do too, man.
I think
it all depends on where Crawford is going to go with when he goes to a promotion. I think, man, the only thing that can stop it is if he signs with Mayweather's promotion. If he signs with Mayweather promotion, Bud, please don't do that. Don't do that. If you sign with Mayweather, Mayweather's going to push the fight out so long they'll be past their prime before they fight.
Because that's the Mayweather way.
That's the Mayweather way, man. Don't do that. Boxing, if y'all looking, BTG, we going to start it right now, man. Bud, Spence, let's speak it into existence, man. This year.
I hope so, man.
End of the year, this year, let's make it happen.
It's big for the sport. Man, it's something great for us to watch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So let's
I just hope
if
it does happen, I hope it doesn't end early.
Yeah, man.
I hope the fight goes all the way through. It has to be a decision made.
It'll be
I just want to see a really good fight.
It'll be a good one, man. And that'll get a kick started for a lot of good fights to come.
But speaking of fights, let's talk about your boy. I'm gonna let you go into this.
Well, we got to switch over to some entertainment, man. We got the baby. The baby. I tell you what, man. First, he's fighting his own artist backstage, you know. So the man has been making headlines for a little while, ever since that Lollapalooza situation when he was saying the gay antics, man. It seems like it's been a downward spiral.
It wasn't just that. Didn't he?
Then you got
Didn't he lay somebody out in the club like a
He laid out
a white girl or something.
He laid out his baby mama's brother. You know,
he did it too.
He did that. He did that at the bowling alley. Then you got him fighting his own artist that he signed onto his label. We don't really know all the details behind that. Now you have new evidence that the shooting that he did in 2018 could potentially not have been self-defense, like they was claiming. So you got a lot of stuff going on with the baby, man. And then on top of that, for everybody here in Kentucky, he canceled his concert at Rupp Arena.
But I was told earlier that he's supposed to be
coming back.
Coming in, I think it's in June.
Yeah.
With Ride Wave.
Ride Wave, yeah. I did see that. So hopefully that happens. If he shows up,
if he doesn't get in any more trouble,
man. Man, he's just having a downward spiral right now, man. I hope he pulls it together, man. He was right there on the wave of actually breaking through to being a worldwide artist. You know, he was doing stuff with people overseas and in other countries, and then now we're just trying to keep him in the United States.
When you get enough money and you get your celebrity status gets to a certain point, man, it's time to let the street stuff go.
You gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go, man.
It's time to let it go. Like you can still
he has a lot of people.
You can still like love your hood and.
He's got a lot of role models, man.
But gosh, man, you got to keep yourself out of all of that stuff.
He's a role model for a lot of kids, man. I hope, he can change what he's got going on. Because when he does these things, and then he gets in front of a mic, he's like, I don't care, I'm always going to be me. that's not setting a good example. Because one thing we know out here, man, these teenagers, they following what these rappers do. And that's why everything outside of the house is like the Wild Wild West out there,
See,
man.
it's not like
they looking up to the babies.
See,
man.
back in our days growing up, you know, you heard the lyrics of songs.
Yeah.
But that's all you really see. You sing the video, you heard the lyrics. See,
Yeah.
now these kids, when they looking at you, they following your life because of social media. They following your lifestyle, not just your songs and your music videos. They are following everything you do and everything you say, and now they wanting to be like that. And
where's summertime? Where's them type of videos? The summertime, the barbecues. You know, we used to see that all the time. Especially, you know, we used to have the barbecues, used to be at all of them. But nowadays, man, these kids, man, I'm telling you, the videos is different.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot of just drugs, violence, women doing them wrong. And that's what they're doing in the music videos. That's what they're doing in real life. So we just hopefully the baby can pull it together, man, and keep prospering. I wish him nothing but the best. And we'll keep y'all updated on what's going on with him.
Well, we're going to keep it on entertainment news.
Let's keep it on entertainment.
You know, we here at Spoken Minds, we like to give out some things for you guys to watch.
Just in case you get tired of a little sports or your team is not winning.
You know, right now, all we got is basketball really going
basketball.
on.
Yeah. So we got some good
Some
movies.
people don't like basketball.
We got some good movies and some good shows to watch. One of the movies that I recommend, 365 Days. It's actually about a woman. She actually falls for a mafia boss, mob boss, and he gives her 30 days. He gives her 30 days to fall in love with him. And y'all got to watch this on Netflix. Part 1. It's a movie, but it's a series. So make sure y'all tune in and check out Part 1. I don't want to tell you too much.
Yeah, please.
And Part 2,
I haven't seen it yet.
Part 2 actually comes out 27th. So make sure you watch Part 1. Tune into Part 2 this week. There could be something y'all can watch this week, BTG.
All right, now I got something for you guys to watch. This series it's a new series. I think it's only 3 episodes in so far. It's called 61st Street. Man, it comes on AMC. Man, when I tell you this show right here is a banger.
I ain't never seen it, so I got to check it out.
All right, so it's about a young dude. He's a track star. He's ready to go off to college.
Yeah.
He gets into some trouble, and he needs some legal help. And you see like some corruption.
I see the guys, man.
You see some corruption from the cops, and like it's deep, man. You definitely check it out. 61st Street. People in BTG, if you've already seen these episodes, let these people know they need to check 61st Street out because it's like that.
So, you know, if you're getting tired of sports and you need some Netflix and chill or some AMC and chill, we just got y'all together, man. Yeah. Tune in and let us know what y'all think about these shows and these movies, and we'll keep y'all updated. We want to know your feedback on that.
I'm going to have to check it 365 days out, man.
Yeah, the old lady ain't about no sports, so it looks like we'll be tuning in to the 61st Street a little bit later after the sports shows.
Oh yeah, you need to check that out.
I definitely
it's like
will,
that,
man.
And I'm gonna check out that 365 days. Jones, how about this random rant?
Yes, man. Yes. So you know what really grinds my gears? It's getting hot outside. Ladies, do me a favor, please, for the BTG community. Please, no granny panties with the sundresses for the spring and the summer. Show us fellas a little love, please. No granny panties, man. Y'all wearing these nice dresses, man. Don't do that to us.
What about no panties?
I like that even better.
I want my wife to wear her sundress with no panties. She's probably going to be at home soon as she sees this, and she's going to say, pew.
Well, you heard it here, man. I said no.
But I want to see those cheeks go like that.
Hey, man. Dribbling, basketball. Now, I said no granny panties. I like his idea better. No panties. So, ladies, please do us a favor. It's sundress season. It's getting warm out. Bless us, fellas, with a little something, please.
Hey, and don't wear the same one over and over and
please
over
don't.
again, man.
Please.
And then you can't wear no nice sundress with some dirty ass flip flops.
We don't want to see them Walmart dirty flip flops.
For real, man.
And I don't want to see one toenail longer than the other either. I don't want to see none of that.
Lord, yeah,
Please,
get your feet done.
Match.
And that ain't just when I say get your feet done, that ain't just for the ladies, man. Guys too, man. Get
your feet done.
Get a pedicure, man.
Yeah, man.
Your toenails shouldn't be longer than your toes.
And go over and holler at Bianca, man, at B Juice and get some of that body butter so you ain't ashy out something. Shout out to her for that. We want sundresses, no panties, and you can't be ashy. Keep your toes done. It ain't much.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good random rant, man.
Yeah, man. I hope they please take
For real,
heed to
man.
it.
Like, be on wearing a nice sundress and you got your period panties on.
Because if you do, we're going to talk about you.
Ugh.
You will be the next random rant.
Run around like you got a diaper on.
I'm trying to, I can't stand it. Don't do it.
Ugh.
Don't do it. Ugh. Don't do that to us, ladies. Please. And let's enjoy the summer and start it off right.
Miss Barron, no panties with your sundress, baby.
And on that note, we'll be back next week. I know I will be.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's gonna be.
We back.
After what he just said to Miss Byrne, we'll see. It may be me, it may be us. We won't know. But we'll get back with y'all. Spoken minds.
Peace out. Big 400.